welcome everybody to the Dire Bear Company's first running of Falskallan Nights. I've already forgot what I needed to say.
Off to a good start.
Here we go.
My confidence can only go up from here.
We're starting low. We're setting the bar real low. Let's go from there. Well, I want to say thank you to Heath at Lucky Dice Cafe for letting us do this. I want to say I'm excited to get this started and going, and also that welcome to Falskallan Nights. Alright. So, where we had last left off, Howard, Spleen, Bryony, and Eckhart had finished their job out in Alska with a very sweaty mayor. He was a sweaty boy, and it was not fun to deal with him.
I remember that now, the sweaty mayor.
The sweaty man.
Okay, sweaty.
Yep. Well, you guys spent the week walking right back, and you guys ended up into the town of Menestad. Coming in from the eastern side, you follow a bunch of farm fields. Let me read my write-up. You walk along a well-worn dirt path covered by a thatch of forest into an open set of farming fields. Corn and wheat being tilled, the smell of fresh manure in the air. The path continues onward to the easternmost gate, called the Mead Meadows. Known as the food distribution center of the city, the houses are simple timber-framed homes and a double-story house warehouses. The gate is bustling with life. As you walk into the city, you recognize that there are lights being strung up and hay bales being put down. You realize it's close to the Midsummer Festival. So this is the party that's going to happen in about 4 days' time. As you guys continue through, you see the cobblestones of the city, the smells of fresh food being baked. Tarts, pies, bread, meat, beer. And it just invites a warming sense of home. You guys keep moving along, because you guys need to finish off the quest that you had started. And by heading straight to the guild hall, which is right in between the military district and Mead Meadows. If you guys want to RP while this is, let me know.
Okay. I am repeatedly distracted by the scent of baked goods.
That's good.
Crap! Man, that was great! Oh, God. I'm starving.
We'll be back soon enough.
Is that an apple Danish I smell?
A what? A what?
An apple Danish.
Well, I'm guessing it's made out of an apple. Is that right? What? Danish?
Maybe.
It sounds pretty.
It's layers of apple and pie crust and some cinnamon, and I want some now.
Alrighty. So are you going for an apple Danish?
The smell of apple Danish is so enticing, I wander into a nearby side road.
There's a
following
bunch
the
of
scent.
there's a bunch of setup shops already selling their venues and whatnot. So what you'd be able to do is you walk up to one of them. There's a older woman, obviously wearing an apron full of flour, just tied up tight bun right up at the top. She's got the sweetest looking eyes that you could
Oh.
ever think. How can I help you, dear?
One apple Danish, please.
Alrighty. Ah, perfect. We got a bunch of those for you. Uh, that'll be 1 copper.
Do we have money?
Yep. You got
I
money.
asked the group.
Well, we're going to get some.
Do you guys do layaways?
I can't sell you anything without any money. I need to make sure I have something to, spend the money on.
Do you need a little?
Truly a strange and confusing world I've placed myself in.
How much was it?
1 copper.
I'll hand that over.
Ah, thank you for your patronage. Please, take one. And she hands off the pastry to Bryony.
I consume it in one bite.
Oh. Ah! You need to work on your manners, little missy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright, did anyone else want some?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, I want some. She's just gonna stick her hand out towards your mouth.
I turn and say, "We'll hand the lady another copper."
Why can't we share?
You guys are very weird.
I take what's left that isn't crammed in my mouth and hand it to Spleen.
Hell yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 Nope.
You don't like it?
Nope. 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 She eats more. Nope.
If you're not going to finish that, I will.
No! I won't finish it.
Spleen doesn't share food.
Just gonna down the little pieces.
You guys keep moving on?
Sure.
Yes.
Alright. You keep winding your way through Mead Meadows, and you start realizing that the paveways are starting to become more cobblestone. More tight-knit, more uniform. You start realizing you're getting close to the military district. And being as you guys stopped off at the guild office beforehand, you know exactly where to go. And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump off a side street, up a little side winding sidewalk, and bam, there it is. Just a bricked 3-story home with a guild insignia on top.
You think we should knock first?
Nope. Kicks the door.
As you kick open the door, you startle the secretary, just a small gnomish woman with 2 little fun buns on top. Ah! Jeez!
Hey, Mary. It's Mary, right? I don't care.
I am looking over the door to make sure she didn't break it again.
You guys realize that the door's always open!
And I don't like doors.
I should know this by now. Well, that's coming out of your pay, that's for sure.
Aw, come on. Lauren? I can make it up to you.
My name is Glam Fizzlebottom.
Oh
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
I knew. See, there was an M and there was an L in there, so I said Mary. I said Lauren. Works.
Uh-huh. Well,
Glam.
did you finish the job in Falska?
Yes, we did.
Perfect. Eckert, as you notice your robotic companion walk on through, we have another job for you. Please, we need you in the back.
Bye, Eckhart.
Okay, as he says, and he starts walking away. So, we have another job for you. It's kind of a right away thing. There's been smoke coming down, and we've got a guild member here for you. Asterion, come here.
See you later, Eckert.
Goodbye, friends.
Give him a little pat on the butt.
Asterion just sort of leisurely waltzes his way in.
Waving to you as you come in.
Howard. Just the person I wanted to see for this. How have you been?
Falskallan. I've been great. How are you?
Describe yourself, Mr. Halsterian.
He is a 5'8" tiefling, lavender skin, sort of bronze hair and beard. Not terribly imposing. He looks sort of more bookwormish than anything. This might be the first time he's out of the house, other than, for schooling. It's been so long. Have you been up on your studies still?
Well, not while we've been away, but I will be catching up on them again.
Good. You have a troop here now? A few, rowdy-looking friends?
Yeah, she's picking her nose.
And
Rowdy's the right
Spleen.
word.
Spleen, describe yourself.
Well, she's currently just ate a boogie. I am a little goblin. Height's kind of like pretty decently tall for a goblin. Getting close to 4 feet tall. A little bit more than, well, who knows? Whoever has a ruler. Goblin doesn't really, who knows what age, female. She looks pretty barbaric. She's got hide on her and like bone piercing through her nose and like some in her cheeks and then her thighs, collarbones. She's got some paint on her, dried blood, maybe? Who knows?
Maybe.
Do you want to smell it or taste it? It's up to you. And she's got this big, like, scar. Not really a scar, but more like a brand. That's just going down the side of her neck and the bottom part of her jaw. And it's some sort of symbol. Don't know. Mysterious, who knows? But it's a big burn. Type of symbol. Yep. Got jagged teeth and all that stuff. He waves at you while kind of just looking around.
A normal encounter.
Yep. So, Alex, right? Alex?
No. So, Howard.
She'll get it eventually, I think.
Oh, that's... Thank you for warning me. sounds like you're going to be joining me on this new job here. Going to need a few people.
Hopefully. What is the job?
A bit more on the complicated side. She already started to tell you with the smoke. Here, let's go to her. She'll actually give the full description.
You walk up to her. She's still filing out the ledgers. So you need the description of the job. My accent is all over the place.
Please.
You'll get
Well-
it.
There has been smoke coming down from the north side, and there's been body parts floating down the river with scorch marks on, well, the ends of the body parts. Hands, legs, arms, the occasional head. Really gross.
A fajita.
Wasn't me. They can vouch for that.
I can't
Always good
vouch.
to hear.
I can't vouch for.
We've been gone.
It's not like I watch you 24/7. You want me to watch you 24/7? Because I can't. I will. I will watch you.
How would I get there that quickly? And back?
I don't know. You throw crap with your hands. That wasn't next to you. It just manifests.
So the body parts have been coming down the river?
Yes, down the almond.
From which direction?
Well, the only direction north.
I see.
So
Drifting with the
from
current?
north.
Yes, they go with the current, coming down the Almond River from the north. With the smoke coming in, the townspeople are getting kind of scared, so the mayor's put a hefty sum on us to, well, get it done.
So is the
And-
smoke not from the town, but way past it? Is there anything significant down there?
They're just
Maybe
cottages.
it is for me.
Cottages, maybe a small town, but normally there isn't a lot of people north of Menestad. It's just forests. Forests and the big river.
Have they seen any fire or only smoke?
It's been a lot of smoke. We haven't seen any of the fire, so it's only assumed. But let's just
Scorch marks help, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it regular looking smoke or is there something different about it?
You guys have kind of been walking in, and you could see the haze. You could see the haze in the city. It was, it looks like smoke, but it doesn't look too ominous. It seems like it was far away, that it's been
Okay.
billowing in, but it's
Like,
still.
I mean, from a regular fire, or is it like a different color or different scent? Or does it seem like your everyday smoke?
It's not your everyday smoke.
And your everyday smoke.
I've seen smoke in my time, and that's not smoke.
We get it, you vape. All right, sorry.
So there's no
Anyway.
fire that's been visible.
You get a DM inspiration for that one. That was good. Alright, this is how DM inspirations work. So basically, you can take any one of your next rolls at advantage,
All right.
or if you have one roll at a disadvantage, you can choose to take it normally. So
That'll come in handy.
you'll take the next roll up that you choose, but you only have one of these.
Sure. Fair enough.
Gotcha.
So the flames haven't been visible, assuming there are flames, but the smoke has been non-stop?
The smoke has been nonstop. It's been
Smoke.
billowing in for the last week, so this would explain why you guys haven't seen any of this, because you were out east of here.
Well, does anyone need to grab anything before we go? Spleen, you said you were hungry.
I'm fine. I'm okay now.
Can we get a couple more of those apple danishes for the road?
That sounds
Sure.
good to me.
I will hand Bryony 4 more copper for Danishes.
You
Don't
guys,
we getting our money? Like,
of course, she,
okay.
you take the money from, you take the bag of money from the sweaty mare, Fedra, and she lifts it up. Okay, that works. And here you go. And she pulls out three bags with about 10 gold each, 50 silver, 27 copper.
I take my bag and immediately wander off into a road that smells the most delicious.
Perfect.
How much silver did you say?
50.
50. I will not remember those numbers, but someone else will, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. It's on the stream, no worries.
Perfect.
Not 50 Electrum.
Howard will
Do not pick the electric.
Howard, who is a half-elf, fairly skinny, black hair, alabaster skin, and sapphire eyes with a golden aura around each of them, has a coat on, open shirt underneath, and a sword at one side and a shield on his arm. Will reach past the shield and sword and put the pouch on his belt.
Perfect. And
I realize I haven't really described Bryony to the stream yet, but
yeah,
now is your
I'm sorry,
opportunity.
I forgot
I
to
just
give
kind
the
of kept
prompt.
wandering off for snacks. It's okay.
As you walk out the before you do that, as you walk out the door, Glam just says, "You do realize we have a cafeteria in the back, right?"
I don't hear her. I'm too focused on pastries.
Pastries. Now describe yourself as you exit the door. The door
Um,
flutters open. Dubs follow through with the sun gleaming in the sky through the fog and haze.
I hear
Brian,
the
you
heavenly
describe yourself.
choir sing as I make my way towards some delicious chocolate croissants. I am about 5'6". I'm a half elf with very long white blonde hair that goes down past my waist. I mostly dress in pretty drab colors, very they kind of hang because they are not in the best condition because I've been wearing them for years in the forest. And I have a few leaves and random implements sticking out of some braids, and they're woven into my hair.
Perfect.
And I just kind of wander down the street.
And then you just wander down
Y'all
the street.
can come get me later. I'm fine here.
Alrighty. So Bryony's off grabbing pastries. What are you three doing?
Well, if there was any damage to the door when Spleen kicked it, I'm going to mend it real quick.
As you inspect the door, you realize that
I climbed over the pieces of door without even noticing them and walked down the street.
you just walk through it. Got a splinter in your foot, but that's okay. You're used to that.
It's fine. I'm wearing boots.
Splint in the boot.
In the
You
boot.
inspect the door and realize, yeah, there's a hefty hoof mark right in there, right at ankle height for you.
Again.
And
Spleen. Cast mending.
so, as you see the knots in the wood start filling back out to what it was supposed to be, what you in your mind's eye of a door looks like, you just see everything just.
You're such a goody two shoes.
I'm just trying to keep our home looking nice.
By the way, remove
I'm just
10
adding some
silver.
character.
By the way, remove 10 silver, Spleen, because of the door repair.
Fine. Fine.
Howard did anyway.
you did this to yourself.
I do a lot of things to myself.
Not very much, aren't you?
She takes
You
getting
talking to
used
me?
to.
You talking to me, L'Oreal?
Halsterian.
Acquired taste.
I like you.
So, what is it that you guys are doing? So, Bryony's off getting food. Spleen, Halsterian, Howard.
Probably.
Well-
I'll probably head back into the food.
Yeah.
Probably catching up with
Chicklands, wait
Hal.
for it.
So you guys head back into the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Basically, it's just like a back porch area, and so you walk out, you realize, oh, kitchen's on the other side of the doorway. You go in, and you realize that it's not the most well-stocked kitchen. You got some leaf greens, you got some bananas, and you realize they're just not. It's like hotel breakfast food, the continental
Cereal with
breakfast.
Well, I guess I'm going to cram a banana into this muffin and eat it whole.
Yeah, you realize the muffin is also stale.
I left.
Any meat?
Any meat? Not really.
This sucks.
Here, try this. And I do prestidigitation on the muffin to make it smell and taste like meat, just to see what happens.
And you do. And is the most weird smelling muffin you will ever smell.
She takes a bite. It smells great. Does it taste like meat?
No, it tastes like bran. Stale bran.
I don't like you. I don't like you either.
Spleen has not had a good day regarding food.
Ooh, Goose! You still got that dice?
Leave my dice. Fine, have a dice.
Really?
I'll pull one die out and throw it to Spleen.
Yeah. I eat the forbidden die.
And then I go to my room to restock the die.
What do you want his dice? She's just gonna force down the bananas.
Just force feeding yourself a banana.
Yep, I close my nose so I don't taste it. Ugh. I hate it.
It's like feeding a kid a vegetable. I could just
Oh
see
god, I
you
need a
guys try-
chaser. I need a chaser. Oh god, I need a chaser.
As I come back from the room, I whisper to Hal, "Don't let her see any of your bone dice. She will eat them."
Spleen, make a perception check.
Okay.
First roll. Our first roll. Our
Yeah,
first roll.
it's our red one. Oh, I jumped out of the thing. What number is that? You say perception?
Perception.
12 plus 4.
16.
16. Mental math.
You catch the whiff of bone dice. Said to Halsterian.
Out of curiosity, what is the scent of bone dice?
It's not the scent of bone dice. What Howard had said.
Sound, just a word.
Mhm.
You overheard would be the word I should have used.
I was like, what would that smell like?
Bone.
Yeah, it would probably smell like bone
A
marrow.
snack. Smells like a snack.
As you guys
Or
are
that.
eating your continental breakfast, the most disappointing continental breakfast you have, Bryony comes on back with 4 more danishes. And a pie. And a tart.
What? Well, we did just get paid. Okay.
And as everybody starts sitting down together and eating, Glam comes in. If you need to restock on items and supplies, we do have a couple health potions as well. But that's about it.
we?
We're not. A lot of the last adventurers that came through here kind of took everything from us.
How many do we have available?
Yeah, we got 3.
Better than none.
It's not much,
Indeed.
but it's something we can at least do to ensure that you guys will come back. That and I don't have to write up the ledgers anymore.
Then we'll take all of them.
Perfect. And so she walks away, comes on back. She's, being a gnomish woman, she's carrying the box, and it's just. There you go. That's yours.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Good. I would say haste is a perfect thing for you guys right now.
Yes, we'll probably head out as soon as everyone's done. Unless any
Perfect.
of you had anything urgent to attend.
I'm done.
Yeah. I'm ready.
You're done. You're done.
Let's go.
Let's
then we'll
do
head
this.
out.
Very good.
Who should be hanging on to these potions?
Spread them out, perhaps?
Concept, they could give them to Bryony because she constantly carries many potions on her at all times.
Well, we should probably spread them out. As Hal said.
What, you don't trust me with them?
No, not that.
I'm trustworthy.
Trust
Just-
me with me.
You want to give it to me?
I just assume it'd be better for more than one person to be carrying some. But if
Have it
you
your
all
way.
want to have one each,
It's fine.
I'll hand one of the potions to each of them.
Perfect. You hand off to the.
And
And-
Bryony is still out of the room, wandering around the streets.
Glam just keeps walking up. You better take care of her before she gets herself hurt.
She doesn't stick around long, does she?
No, she does not.
I don't know what Libertia sees in her.
I
I don't know. Innards.
And
well, you're not
Sure, we'll find
wrong.
out.
You think this was bad, Halsterion? You should have seen her hasted.
Oh dear.
Oh yes, it was a great asset, but pure chaos.
Yeah. It's
I
pretty
will
hot.
head out after Bryony.
I will
I
follow.
go out with it. I do the. I can't do the whistle. The whistle you. Is the. I can't. Just call it. Hey, get back here. Come here.
Is she calling me with that?
Yes.
Mhm.
I reluctantly turn around. Ah! My hands crammed full of food. And I carry an armful back.
Do you need a
I have
hand?
spent an amount of the coins I just got. I'm not sure how much. It's not all, but it is an amount.
as you come back with a bunch of foods and jerkies, more carameled apples, just your standard fare food, and you're about 30 copper out.
Ooh, is there funnel cake? Yes. This campaign has succeeded in making me hungry.
This is what have I done?
Snack break.
Bryony, maybe you should put those in your bag.
I stuff some in my bag, but keep some on me.
Do you have all the snacks you're going to need? Are you ready to head out?
Yeah, I guess.
And you two?
I'm sorry. I feel like I shouldn't be the one explaining to you that will attract perhaps hundreds of crows.
Well, that's great, because, like, we could use that and we can eat the crows. You get
Let's-
Not
what
if
I'm
I eat it
saying?
all first.
I.
Is that a
Let's-
challenge? I will eat all the crows.
I am just
I
walking.
don't-
I'll follow.
I am the best at eating crows. You better watch it right.
I believe you.
Alsterian and Howard start walking away while Bryony and Spleen are having an argument of how many crows they will eat.
Well, I don't eat crows. I mean, I have before, but that was one time. I try not to make a habit of it. There's not much
Well-
meat on them.
What
Well,
happens
if
in
you
the wild stays in
consume
the
them, you
wild.
take their power. If you consume it, you take their power. You become more powerful.
Lean continues talking about crows and the powers within them until I just like quietly put a croissant in her mouth.
Oh, this is terrible. Keeps eating it. Ugh. Oh, I hate it. It's gone.
And you guys realize that your teammates have walked away.
We're walking.
Well, we're following them. Just
Oh,
a
you
little bit
guys are doing a
behind.
walk. Oh, you're doing a walk and
No.
talk.
Walk
Yeah.
and talk.
We're
Walk and
just-
We
talk.
can do that at the same time.
The two of
Give
us
some
are
credit.
separating ourselves.
You're like
We don't
glancing
know
behind
them.
you occasionally and just walking a little faster.
We got the private school people. We got the public school people.
No, Bryony's like that homeschool kid.
Oh my god, that's worse.
Oh god.
Oh,
I'm the back
God.
of the bus kid that's just like bonkers.
Yep.
Don't
You
look at me.
would-
I'll eat you.
Yeah. Where'd you get
No.
that rat? I don't know.
You're basically that kid that likes to act like a cat and just hisses at everybody.
Yep. And I spray on stuff. Yeah.
Oh God. That's an image. All right, so Halsterian and
Oh, I love it.
Howard know where they're going because they've been in Menestad before. And basically, you're heading west and going up to the Noon Square. I have you guys on roll 20, the map. So this is just so that you guys have an understanding where everything is.
Oh, I gotta zoom.
So you guys are pretty much the south end of town.
And it was beyond town, right?
It was
The
beyond town.
slope. Okay.
It was to go north, so you'd have to go through the Iron Bridge district. So you're walking through town. You hit the Noon Square, this giant rectangular open spot in the city with a little bit of greenery, everybody out and about, excited. Although a little bit of coughs here and there because of the residual smoke, but you realize it's getting close to midsummer and these people like to party.
Me too.
Fancy an ale or 6 here later, huh?
Maybe, but you know me, I avoid the alcohol.
Ah, yes.
But like, why? Like, you never explain why. Like, do you get crazy? Like, do you? Oh, are you fun?
I
He
don't
doesn't
know.
become you, if that's what you're asking.
As
What?
the square becomes
Oh,
more crowded,
undeniably
I am getting-
attractive. That's
As the square becomes more crowded with strangers, I am getting visibly a little more anxious and claustrophobic and stick closer to my group.
It's a fairly open space, so avoiding people is quite easy.
It's like, yep.
Eh,
step on the back of my heels. Step it.
yes. So you realize you need to start walking north, so that's what you guys do.
Yes.
You keep walking, you head up into the Iron Bridge district. You realize that the Iron Bridge district is your smithies, your alchemists, armorers. Yeah, like all your basic trades, your leather workers, this is where they're made, this is where it's done. So if you guys want to stop and pick up some weapon materials or some components that may need requirements.
Hmm.
Um,
I want to actually grab maybe more hunting traps. I only have one.
I will stop in. Is there a shop that we would find scrolls or anything?
Scrolls? Yeah, you find an alchemist shop. Give me a second while my brain restarts. Windows XP noises.
Do. Wait, is that Windows? No, what was that?
That's Intel inside, I think.
Yep,
yes, it's Intel.
Yep. That was the intel. There is a place for scrolls. You know exactly where it is because you've been here before. You walk up to a thatched roof house, and on it there's a lizard that looks like it's prancing. You realize it's the prancing lizard.
Prancing
Very-
lizard.
The very aptly named, the prancing lizard alchemist
adorable.
supplies. And so you walk right on in. So as you open the door, you see who looks up is a lizard folk person. Male just looks up. How can I help ya? What are you looking for?
Just seeing if you have any scrolls available.
Got a couple, but depending on what you're looking for, they're not quite powerful.
Oh, I'm not looking for anything in particular, just seeing what you have.
What do you have? Alright, there you go. He goes behind the counter, pulls out a leather satchel, opens it up, dumps the containers right onto the desk that he was working on. This is what I got, and realized there was only about 3 scrolls on there. One of them is a scroll of mending, one of them is a sending scroll, and the other one is let me make something up on the spot.
Roll the die.
Roll the die. Fine. A scroll of scrying.
How much for the
It's the
scroll of
scry
sending?
of scrolling.
The scroll of sending?
Mm-hmm.
The scroll of sending? But the price
I
is
said a
kinda
scry of scrolling because it sounded funny. Never mind. Joke failed.
Nope, no, we caught it.
It'd be about 100 gold.
I'm a bit short, but when we come back into town, I may pick that up from you.
I'd make no guarantees that it'll be here.
Understood.
Now, is there anything else you need?
That was all I had offhand. Thank you.
Good. Now get out.
Does
Got work
this
to do.
shop does this shop sell any empty potion bottles, or would that be in another shop?
It's a alchemist supply shop as well.
Okay.
Alchemist supplies, a
purchased-
little bit of scrolls.
Okay. I purchased a couple of new empty bottles for making potions later.
And simple enough. He's got a couple to spare. It'll be about, a silver each.
It's fine. I get 3.
You get 3? Alright, so mark off a silver, you get 3 empty potion bottles.
I put the bottles into my bag.
Excellent. And what else are you guys doing in this shop, the Prancing Lizard?
Like this is the place where you make stuff, right? Like weird. You have ingredients to make. Do you have bones?
they do have ingredients. Shoot. I should think of ingredients that I need. I say this out loud.
He looks at both of you. Yeah, yes, I do have bones. I grind them up. Make some interesting potions with them. So, what do you need them for?
Do you have some of that, or do you have some of the one that's ground up?
You asking your drug dealer? You got the stuff?
You know, you got the. Do you? I mean, it doesn't have to be ground up. Like, do you have it like whole, like still in like just chunks? Doesn't even have to be clean.
What kind of bones are you looking for?
Any kind.
We had a hill giant die a little while ago, so I was able to get a toe from him.
Now you were saying that thing over there, that piece of paper, is 100 gold. How much is a toe?
Are you just want the bone?
And I just want a bone.
Just the bone from the toe.
Yeah. Just that
The tone bone.
Yeah.
Seeing as it's an ingredient, I could be willing to part with it, but it makes a very powerful spell. Potion. My apologies.
So, how much?
How much?
Yeah.
Something like that. 10 gold. Hill giants are rare to find, especially when they die.
I'll take it.
That one found that as a challenge.
Alright, well, here you go. And he just, give me a second. Walks into the back room, comes out. Comes back out, just ripping this giant toe. It's still got the fleshy bits on it. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross looking.
It's beautiful.
And it's got like a decrepit, it's got the decrepit toenail where it's kind of like, eh.
Oh, I love those avocos. Such a great crunch. I mean,
Gold.
it's a great ingredient.
Gold
For-
first. I don't care what you do with it. I know you goblin folk like
Here,
to.
take it.
Get the gold. Get.
How big is it compared to her? It's like a teddy bear I won at the fair.
Oh god. It's not a teddy bear size. It's like. It's kind of like you got. You kind of got a basketball.
The burrito
Okay.
as big as your head.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't believe it's not
It's
a hill
a
giant's
rock.
toe.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
I also have another purchase to make since this is an apothecary.
Yes.
I get the ingredients to make a potion of invisibility.
And what would they require?
It doesn't say, so we're just gonna say some ingredients.
Some ingredients. Actually, some of the spells do have components.
I looked, and this doesn't seem to. Oh wait, hang on. Show
I believe-
attribute list.
Isn't it an eyelash?
Nope. There's no
I
like.
want to say you're right. Look under the spell itself instead of the potion.
Okay. Hang on. I'm looking on Roll20.
Yep.
Bear with me.
Alright, everybody to the internet.
Those look like it is an eyelash, according to the spell itself.
I want to say in Arabic gum.
gum
Gum
Arabic,
Arabic, yes.
gum Arabic, an eyelash. So you want to make a potion of that? Okay. I will get
Yes.
back to you with that. We're gonna move on ahead. If I find something, I will let you know, and we'll go on with that further.
Okay. Man, and
So-
here I thought I was gonna do something cool.
No. It's
You may still.
I was looking up,
You-
I'm like, oh, what D&D potions can I make? Okay, I tried.
no, it's okay. I like your inventiveness. Do you also have proficiency in alchemy tools?
It'd be on
What
your
would
sheet.
that be under?
It would be tools. So if you look under D&D Beyond,
I am on D&D Beyond.
The
There's
left
a
should have
s-
proficiencies.
Yeah, there's a section with proficiencies in languages.
Okay.
It'd be under tools.
Proficiency.
So underneath your passives, there should be another box that'll have proficiency languages where it'll list armor, weapons, tools, and languages.
Okay. I have an herbalism kit, but
Yep.
not
That's what you're looking
an
for.
apothecary specifically.
yeah. So you would know how to brew natural potions, but something like this would be out of your expertise.
All right. I attempted. Sorry for sidetracking.
It's okay. Hey, we're all learning new
I'm
things
new.
here. It's
I
perfectly
can-
okay. It's it would be something more under Halsterian and Howard's purview.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be
True.
able to make any sort of salves or poultices, but you would be able to do such.
I see.
I can tell you, I know offhand that healing potions are under the herbalism kit.
That was the other one I was looking at, but we just got some from Glam, did we not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
So
you,
we're pretty
uh,
good for
hurt.
healing potions.
yeah. So yeah, there were 3 minor healing potions. I forgot to make that specification. So
Oh, I assume they were minor.
yeah.
So they're minor.
Minor healing potions.
I assume I would have at least one pretty major healing potion in my bag.
Yep, you would have one.
Okay.
Pick one up from your travels. So you're asking for all these supplies for an invisibility potion. He looks up at you. Do you know what you're doing?
Yes.
Make a deception check.
Ooh. Let me roll. I just rolled a 20.
Oh, nice.
First nat 20.
Yes.
First nat 20.
Yes.
So he looks up and down. All right. I believe you. So he starts pulling out all these ingredients and whatnot. Now, do you have the means to pay for them? Because brewing this stuff is not cheap.
I just got paid. How much are we talking?
About 50 gold.
How many gold did we each get?
You got each
Not
10.
close.
How about 10 gold and the best caramel apple in town? Can I roll another check for deception
That would be a persuasion check.
or persuasion?
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
I got a 16.
He looks up and down. I have to run a business here. I'm not gonna do that.
All right, 10 gold, caramel apple, and all the silver I have left.
He just looks over at Howard and Halsterian. Do you just want to take her out of here?
Yeah, come on, Brainy.
Aw, you guys never let me have any fun.
We will get paid more after this job, and maybe we'll have enough.
I'm hugging my toe.
Forgot you had the toe still. All right, I'll be back. You haven't seen the last of me.
Ushering her out the door of the shop that we regularly visit.
I look forward to it. I look forward. So as you walk out the door, out into the Iron Bridge district, you smell the scent of sulfur in the air from the fresh, from the forge and smitheries. You also realize there's a fine layer of soot on the windows, on every building and everything. It looks kind of not run down, but it looks dingy, and you can feel it. You guys still keep hanging around the district, or are you gonna keep on keeping on?
Unless anyone has anything else to attend, then heading out.
I'd like to press forward, yeah.
Oh, and before we go, I like to go to one of the windows and draw a vulgar drawing, like just like on a dusty card, just draw something real,
You-
and then head out.
As you do that, you see one of the doors open. All right, kid, what the hell are you doing?
I'm holding the toe.
What the hell? Is that a toe? Don't draw on my window ever again!
I am just walking along, pretending I do not know that person.
So you keep so as you run off, you start heading north. Start heading north out of the town. You realize why the Iron Bridge district is called the Iron Bridge district, because of the giant iron bridge.
I thought
Fair
it
enough.
was
This thing looks basically kind of like the Golden Gate Bridge, but like
But
steampunk,
like iron.
cool.
Gotcha.
but like steampunk. It's the best way I can describe it because my brain's having a fart. This DMing thing is difficult, man.
You're doing good.
God, having thoughts, it's hard.
It
I have to
only gets
describe my-
easier.
I have to describe my feelings? What the heck? So, you guys follow the path. You start heading on north. You start walking. You're walking and walking. It goes from the path being right beside the river to veering right off into the forest. But you know you're heading north because you can see the sun. You can see the sun. Just it's starting to. It's about midday. You guys just keep on walking, keep on walking, keep on walking, and it starts coming around to sundown. You realize you're gonna have to make camp. So, how do you guys set your camp up? What you do?
Well,
Bryony is fine sleeping under the stars with very little cover. So she can just
boy.
pop a blanket on the ground and she's good.
Is there any trees?
Any trees? Yep, you're in a little clearing, but there are trees all the way around. There,
Ooh.
you got some maples, some oaks. couple
I
locust.
changed mine.
I'm gonna climb up one of them and be like, perch.
Bryony very quickly bends some limbs into a makeshift shelter that can easily be undone with no trace.
Ooh, is that because of your background?
Yes.
That's perfect. I love it. And no, not a problem. You're just like this tree, and
And
using a little bit of your druidic powers, you're like, okay, we're gonna bring you down here, and
Perfect. and Bryony lies down under it and almost immediately falls asleep.
Howard is ritually casting alarm in the area around them.
So because I just fell asleep, I'm going to run to the restroom very quickly.
Yep.
All right.
Do it.
Please accept him in my place.
I
Yes.
Totoro!
Our neighborhood giant's toe.
I love him.
Oh, he's called Totoro. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, that's a DM inspiration moment right there.
Well,
And
I suppose I should try and make a fire.
if you need a
Keep us
hand, let
warm.
me know.
I certainly wouldn't object.
So,
I will use flame blade to poke some gathered wood after we gather it up with a flame ignited sword and wait for the flames to catch.
of one of the branches, and they, psst, hey, pretty boy, hey, psst, hey, one with the horn, you. She jumps down. She just
Halsterian, I
jumps
think she's talking to you.
down.
Really?
Pretty boy.
So, what are you good for? Are you useful?
I would like to think so. I can, as you so lovingly call it, I'm sure, have these tricks and make things. I'm a spellcaster, you see.
Yeah. The spells, yeah. Oh, so you, oh, so oh, okay.
Yes, we went to school together.
Oh,
Kind of.
is that what they call it nowadays?
I suppose you've never done any official learning, have you?
Oh, like official learning? Official learning. I learned a
To
thing.
school.
I've learned. I've learned things.
Do tell.
I'm really great at gutting people. I'm really good and skinning. Yeah, I'm really good. I'm really great. I'm the best. I feel like I'm Donald Trump. I'm the best.
I have the best
Okay.
spells. I know the best things. I know how to cast the spells. They're the greatest. I talk to all my great spellcasters. They tell me I'm greatest. They say,
The greatest.
Asterion, I know what you do, and I'm just crying. I'm crying about it.
Oh,
Oh my god, amazing. Dang it. Okay. Now we can. Okay. Ooh, my cheeks hurt.
going to
Just came
slowly
back to
back
that line.
away.
Which cheeks?
with cheeks flushed.
Okay, what I miss?
Not much.
Nah, it's just they tried starting a fire. They almost caught, and it did catch. And so Spleen was just asking Halsterion, well, what's your stick?
What's it good for?
I've been studying quite a bit to let's call it train my magics to do more of what I want when I need.
That's cool. If you can do what he can do, it's great. He's
Nope.
no.
Similar.
Okay, so
We
the most
studied.
important question. This is the most important question.
Is it?
Now, are you also a goose?
No. I feel like the horns may have given that away. Not quite as he looks over at Howard, battle weary. But as you put, I've gutted a few bandits myself.
Oh, we're gonna get along fine then.
After a very brief nap, I wake up and exit the little shelter and join them.
So you had about a 10-minute nap.
Basically, yeah. That's pretty much all I need for now.
Bridie, have you ever gutted someone?
Do animals count?
Yeah, I guess people are animals. Yeah.
Not a humanoid, no. Although my parents told me stories of them doing it when I was very young as bedtime stories.
How pleasant.
Me too. Oh, we had to share stories. Anyway, I'll show you how it's done. All right, I'll show you.
My parents used to tell me that heretics would have similar things happen to them. I don't think I've met a heretic, though.
What would make a heretic then?
Anyone who doesn't believe in the coming of the apocalypse.
Hmm.
Uh,
And pray tell, which apocalypse?
You know, I don't know. They never specified.
Well, everyone dies.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later.
Some
So-
sooner, some later.
Depends on which side of the sword you're on.
Good response.
So, like, no, like pointy side or like handle, or is it like left or right? Like, if it's a double edged, like,
Well, that's an important question. The side matters if it's not a double edge.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Do you have a sword? Is that why?
Yes?
Because, like, Howard got all sorts of stuff. We got, like, a giant metal dinner plate and...
Dinner. I guess it could be used that way?
Have you ever tried?
No.
You can eat a lot of stuff on that.
I suppose it could be used as a frying pan if you were in a pinch.
Yeah, just be creative.
But unlike Hal, I can't clean it off very easily.
Like, sometimes I'll just take this out and use it as, like, a toothpick and, like, eat stuff and then put it back in.
My parents used to tell me stories of the cleansing.
God.
Great balls of fire,
Oh.
pits of snakes to throw the heretics in. I'm not sure if I believe them, but if I see a snake pit, I guess I'll know.
Depends on how much use it's gotten, I'm sure.
Yes.
Are your parents, like, I don't know, crazy?
Sometimes I wonder.
I mean,
Kind of
if,
crazy.
I'm sure if you're the sane one, I don't want to meet the rest of your family.
Yeah, you won't be seeing them anytime soon. Or maybe not. I hope I see
You won't be
them
seeing
soon.
my parents either. They died about 2 years ago, and I've been on my own in the forest since. They raised me to believe the apocalypse was coming very soon, and the only time I ever met anyone else was on the few times we went into town growing up. But I don't know. All the other times I've met other people and gone into towns, they seem fine and not crazy.
Did
Most
they
of them.
ever specify how soon?
Tomorrow?
They just said soon.
I mean, I have plans, so hopefully not in the immediate future.
Hopefully.
That would be a little inconvenient for us, wouldn't it?
Yes. Although
They
I
just said I
must
had to
ask,
be prepared, and that's why I carry all these potions with me.
And your food.
And food.
What if we like invented a thing where you go underground and you store a bunch of food?
And thus became the first security bunker.
Well, that's really cool. I think that's cool.
Were your parents the ones who told you to make shelters like any gestures over like that? That's quite
My parents
impressive.
taught me everything I know. They taught me how to live in the woods, how to make shelter, how to make potions, how to make food.
Well, that's nice. What the
The only
heck?
thing they
Valuable
didn't teach me
information.
about was talking to people other than them.
Well, I'll teach you how to. I'm the best at.
Listen,
know
I
what?
may not
Sneaky.
know much, but I know that Spleen is not the one to teach me that.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Your
That's pretty
charisma
cool.
knows no bounds, my dear.
Mine does. I'm not the person to talk to about it.
What about you guys? Do you have crazy? I don't know. The
Tell me
people
about
that,
your mother. No.
yeah, who birthed you?
Well,
I
how
believe
about
that would be
you,
my mother. Yeah.
fancy rich dude? How were your parents?
They're fancy and rich. Ah. I mean, most of my family is magic users. We've been met with that boon more generations than I can think of. It's been carrying our family along, and we've been studying the ins and outs of the different types of magics far longer than I've been around.
Dang. But
What
you had
kind
to
of
go to
magic?
school.
It's the same question at the same time.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you go ahead.
Jinx!
I owe you a soda.
I'm sorry, I didn't actually hear because both of you came in at the same time. Say again, please.
You
I
can
said
go
what kind
ahead.
of magic? Did we do it again? No!
Bryony, go.
What kind of magic did your parents teach you?
Oh, my parents taught me just some minor tricks. The little thing with the muffin earlier, the small bits and bobs, things like that. Uh, my more powerful skills were really developed more in when I went to the academy, and that's of course where I met Howard.
Did your parents teach you anything about surviving on your own in the woods?
Goodness no,
Huh.
they didn't foresee me needing that quite at all.
Did they teach you what berries are poisonous and which ones aren't? How to tell if the
There
water
are
is clear enough
poisonous
to drink?
berries. Goodness.
Sounds like my parents might have been a little more sane than yours then.
I suppose sane is in the eye of the beholder as well, but I see there's going to be certainly different values and different things to be learned.
Has the fire even been built yet?
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's been going for the past.
Okay.
I'm over there playing with it a little bit, expanding it and shrinking it.
Looks like you barely even know how to build a fire.
I do what I can.
So he takes care of like talking to people. Howard
Sets things on fire.
Howard has specialties, and then Bryony can make sure plants. If you need someone that needs to be punched, I got you.
balanced group then.
Seems so.
Great with doors.
Doors are just unnecessary blockages in my way.
This is an interesting group here. It's interesting.
Could somebody roll me a d20, please?
Sure.
So this
Maybe
starts
someone
going.
with physical dice can do it, because I still don't have any.
Oh, we have
I'll
to
get some
fix that.
soon.
You don't have the clanky math dice?
Any what?
Oh,
You don't have any clanky math dice?
Black candies.
I do not have the click clack rocks just yet.
Forbidden candy. Oh, it's really
Especially
forbidden.
for spleen.
It's really forbidden.
I rolled
18.
an 11.
Cool. That's good to know. You guys can continue on.
Hmm.
You bet you're the beholder now. Beholder's gonna show up. Good job.
Beholders are a hot commodity on the
You
market
just
these days.
had to say it. Third, yep.
I will point out to everyone the enclosure of alarm and let them know if you leave this, I cannot warn you if something sneaks up on you. But you are free to leave it and come back as you desire.
Question, what are you guys eating?
Rations.
Oh, a little
I
bit of
still
that
have some rations.
toe. Just a little bit of that toe. It's like a, it's like a jawbreaker.
Oh god.
Oh,
No, the toenail is like a jawbreaker. The rest of it's just basically it's basically fleshy, squishy.
Yeah.
It almost smells like a steak gone rancid. Almost. It's like it's getting there. You start seeing the flies come around.
Oh, it was amazing.
And Spin's sitting right next to me too, so I'm just like,
Are you sure you
This
want
is
to
like-
be there?
I very subtly inch away.
I know.
No, actually, I've smelled worse. But it's still not something I love being around, so I'm just like, okay, this is fine.
Well, a hill giant isn't exactly the cleanliest giant.
Mm.
And I'm not the cleanliest goblin.
I don't like the smell, but I've sat where I've chosen to sit, and I stick by my decision. Also, I don't want to sit next to the other two that, like, any more than I want to sit next to a smelly toe.
But she wants
No
to sit
offense.
next to me.
So it starts coming more closer to like 9-10 o'clock at night. You guys are just sitting there, chatting away around the fire, right beside the road. There's no worries in the world. A little bit of the smoke in the air. You've got a long day ahead of you. Who's setting up watch?
I'll take watch first.
I'll go second.
Second? Okay.
I'll do third.
That works. Yeah, you guys can set up watches however you want. 1 or 2 people can do it, or 3 people. That's
I'm awake 4 hours of the rest, so... Or rather, I'm in a trance 4 hours, and the rest of the time I'm awake. But any time that I am awake, the fire is dimmed down and red so that the light won't carry as far.
as per your military training.
With control flames. But it will only last for an hour while I'm asleep.
Right on. So, first watch. Howard, you're just sitting there, hear the noises in the air, just the crickets. Yeah, just the crickets. It's really all that is. Nice cool breeze flowing right on by. Kind of reminds you of home. Almost. The smell of smoke is wafting in, and you realize it's not from your campfire. But you sit there, you ponder, hearing Spleen snore in the background, leg up and kicking. And your watch comes to an end. Do you get Spleen?
Yeah, I'll wake her up for her shift.
How'd you wake her up?
Carefully, with
with the
shield
stick.
out, and I'll just like poke her with the sheathed sword.
She just gets up with a jolt to grab whatever's there and chomp. Yeah. You're
And
learning.
And Spleen does. She gets right up. She does like the leaping cat action where it's just like just
Oh shit!
right on right onto the shield and just biting right into the edge of the shield.
Relax.
Oh, hey,
It's
Howard.
me. Oh, is it gonna be like this every time I wake you?
Yeah.
Glad I have this thing.
And Howard, you go off to trance.
Yo.
Spleen.
Hi.
So you're sitting there watching. Same description as I gave Howard. You're kind of bored. You're just very bored. Nobody to talk to. Like, what are you doing out here? What's all this words stuff? Then you remember you got
Why do I
a giant
exist?
toe. you got a giant toe you can munch on.
Oh, fudge
Nope.
yeah. Ah.
How
How
far
loud-
down is this toe by now?
I would say, she's probably got about a quarter into it, and a bit of the toenail off.
Oh, so we're gonna have this toe is gonna be a featured character for a while, huh?
That poor shopkeep has no idea she's just gonna eat the whole thing.
Actually, make a Constitution saving throw.
For the toe?
That thing is getting old.
Can we call it Totoro?
Totoro.
Right. Yeah, you get a DM inspiration for your previous pun.
Thank you.
7. Let's see, 22.
That's a. It's tasting kind of funny. It's really tasting kind of funny. You just keep going at it.
Yeah.
So who's
The
taking
best.
third? Who's taking third watch?
Was.
You were?
Yes.
Cool. So, Spleen, how do you wake Bryony up?
What is a very
Oh,
spleen
no.
way of waking her up? Yeah, I'm gonna say like, don't body slam. Wake up! Wake up!
Oh, it's clean. Oh, I thought the apocalypse was here, finally.
I am the apocalypse.
You certainly are.
It's your turn.
Alright.
How loud were you, Spleen?
Probably not that loud. Probably just a little. Probably when she laughs like that, ha! It's probably just at this volume. Kinda, yeah. Not yelling, but just like, normal volume.
General chatter.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Alrighty. Alright, so Spleen starts heading off to bed. Bryony, same description. A little bit of the smoke coming through. It's looking like It's getting close to dawn. You can start seeing everything coming up. You're just sitting there pondering, you using a bit of your
Observing the forest around us,
exactly.
taking
Just
note of every type of plant growing around, all the birds I hear.
exactly. Just all the birds starting to chirp a bit. You know, they're waking up, screaming like they always do. But using your druid craft to play with a little bit of grass, letting it grow up, moving it to the left, moving it to the right, little droplets of snow. And the sun rises. The dawn of a new day starts. And that would end your third watch. So now we'll wait until Juju comes back.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
For copyright reasons, we do not endorse Jeopardy.
Beppardy.
Jeopardy. And there he is. So third, there you are. So third watch ended without a hitch, and you guys continue on north. You keep following the path, going left, right, left, right, right beside the river. It's same thoroughfare. End up walking by a cottage. It looks kind of run down, and the door's wide open. It doesn't look like it's been lived in for a while.
Do we?
Can I roll for investigation?
What is it that you're investigating?
The cottage. I hesitantly walk up towards it because I want to see what's in it.
So you make a perception check to start then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we see any flames or anything yet? And is it just the one lone building?
It's just the one lone building. You're starting to see that a lot of the plants are starting to dry out. So you're getting close to a very dry area,
Okay.
and the smoke is starting to become thicker,
Okay.
quite thick.
So what modifiers can I use on my roll?
Wisdom is and if you have proficiency with it, it should be +3.
Okay. So I rolled an 8. I
Yep.
have a +5 wisdom. So
Cool.
that makes it a 13.
Yep.
Math.
It does. Math. You thought you were gonna adventure and do everything fun. You're just using your math skills.
Math.
Ugh,
Find X.
why does it always come back to math?
To simplify the
Life is
math for
unfair.
you, if you look at your skills list in D&D Beyond, the numbers, the bonus that it says on the number next to each skill is what you add to it or subtract if it's a negative. So that will be the total that you add to the die.
Yes, I know how to add 5 + 8.
Mm-hmm.
Just barely, but I know.
I don't. Wait.
So
13. Yeah, I did.
13.
with my modifier, I have a 13 for perception.
So 13. Perfect. It looks dilapidated. It's in fairly rough shape. Some of the roof is concaved in and looks like it hasn't been lived in for a while. That's just the outside. Do you wish to go in?
I peek through one of the dilapidated windows first.
You see table, chairs. It's all kind of weed grown and mossy covered. It's definitely abandoned.
Is the
All right.
door open?
There is no door.
Oh.
It's spleen proof.
Have you been here?
Did you say
Shame.
there is no door? Sorry, my dogs were barking.
Yeah, no door.
Yep. There
There's
was
no door. And I looked through the window anyway. Okay.
Hey,
I
you
mean,
never
it's
know.
a smaller opening, so like technically it's
Mhm.
safer if there's anything inside. So
Which I'm going to go in the door with my shield in front of me. And just slowly look around.
This place definitely smells real dank. Plus, with the smoke, it's a lot of mold, a lot of rot from the wood and around. It just doesn't. Obviously, whoever had lived here doesn't anymore, and anything. There isn't anything of well, value or anything around really. Just some
Any
shelves.
recent disturbance?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
So, Bryony, this is when an investigation check is when you want to look for something super specific. If you're just looking around, perception would work perfectly.
19 total.
19 total. Kind of looks like there was a fire in here a little recently, so somebody may have been around. But generally, it just
Untouched.
not a lot of it's fairly untouched.
Okay.
Well, now that Howard's been in there and isn't dead, I'm gonna go in and see if there's any body parts in the cabinets.
You open it up, just fingers everywhere.
Yay, chicken strips.
No. There's this
French
place has been
fries.
thoroughly looted, or thoroughly expunged of all of its things and moved out. You don't know.
All right, there's got to be. Sorry, wrong accent.
All right, Gillett.
Right? Oh, that took me back for a second. There must be some sort of trap door around here somewhere. This is far too small to have anything.
So you said there was moss growing around.
Yep.
And like a little bit of plants. Can I also roll perception? Because I want to look at the plants and kind of investigate.
Yep. You can do that. Yep.
What do my elf eyes see? I rolled a 3, so even with my wisdom, I have an 8. So I don't see much.
Yeah, it's more of like a peat moss. It's like a peat moss and thatched grass.
Nothing seems all that suspicious about the plant life.
No, there's nothing suspicious about the plant life. This Halsterian, as you were saying.
Well, I'm going to try and look for some sort of secret compartment or door. Such a small cottage should have some sort of perhaps underground storage.
You start looking around and realize there's nothing inside the house, but as soon as you walk out and in behind, you notice that there is a cellar.
Or a bunker.
Or
Dang it, someone admitted it before me.
Come over here. I've found perhaps something else to check out. I start using my staff to just slowly open any doors that are on it.
Yep. So it's your classic cellar with the two doors, like bricked in cellar, the two doors. So you're just basically staring at the double hinge doors.
Lee stops her movement of about to hit it, like, Yeah,
It opens
you can do
outward,
that
yes.
too.
Yes, it opens outward.
Yeah. I knew that.
Shall I go first?
I'm going to be opening it from a distance with my staff, just poking at it and looping it into one of the handles of the doors.
Yep. And it opens up thoroughly. It looks like it's been opened before. My God, doors open?
Without being kicked down?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, not if Spleen has anything to say about it.
So, door opens easily enough, and you notice a stairway walking down. It's pitch black in there, but with your dark vision, you've got. Is it dark vision or is it dim light for a tiefling?
Checking that now because I'm not seeing dark vision.
Because I know you should have one of those two.
I think it depends which kind of tiefling.
Mm.
I'm not sure
Well,
if they all have
either
it.
way, it is dark. It is quite dark down there,
I
and
can. Okay.
you can immediately smell the must coming out of that cellar door hole.
Found it. It says I can see in dim light 60 feet, but I can see darkness as if it is dim light.
Cool.
So it's 60-foot dark vision,
Yes.
which I think is the same for us as elves.
Yep. Loves an open door. Yep. So it smells musty down there, just like Grandma's old cellar.
Mm,
And do you walk down?
I will. Looking for any trace of people.
Any trace of people? You walk down, and you immediately notice, because of your investigation earlier, I'll just lump that in. You immediately notice that there were more recent signs of fire underneath on the cellar floor. It's a open, dank space, but there was a lot of disturbance down here. But somebody took a lot of painstaking care to make sure that the door and walking down the stairs made it look like there was nobody there.
And there's nobody here currently.
Make a perception check.
Uh, 21.
21?
Yep.
You're pretty sure that you're alone.
It looks empty down here as well. Someone's been
Or
here.
we just start moving down.
yeah.
You notice a couple bones, on the floor, just yeah, a couple bones, cartilage. It looks like somebody roasted a pig.
Oh, I take bones. How many do I get? How many bones do I get?
You get a couple rib bones out of it.
Mm. Exciting.
But yeah, there's not a lot down here. It looks fairly empty. It's just a very rectangular cellar.
Looks like the place is used periodically, but not often.
Yes, fairly unremarkable, really.
Should we just keep moving?
I believe we should.
Spleen's
I
got
don't know about
something
you,
out
but
of
this
it.
was a jackpot. Awesome.
Something well worth investigating, as long as it keeps you away from my dice.
You can't separate love. Love will always win.
Question for the DM: is the smoke any thicker around this area?
Yes, it is thicker around this area. You
Maybe
guys are getting.
whoever was living here had to flee from whatever's causing the smoke.
That could make sense.
It's possible, but they said that the smoke has only been around for about a week. And this place looks fairly overgrown. Well, we'll know when we get closer.
Yeah, I don't have a response to that. Continue.
I will make my way out of the cellar and continue moving once everyone's ready.
You don't know how you missed this, but as you're walking out, you notice that there was a shelf and there's a book on it.
Ooh, a book, you say?
Is it like covered in dust or anything? Or
Yeah, it's covered in dust. It looks like it was just left, forgotten. Generally, just it's there.
and it's just the one? Nothing
It's
else
just
on
the-
the shelf?
Just the one. It's just singular shelf with a singular book.
Hmm.
It almost looks like there were a bunch of other books on there beforehand, but the
Not
way
anymore.
dust had settled and everything.
Take it off and wipe off the cover, see what it says.
It's a fairly plain journalistic looking book. There's no title on it whatsoever.
Flip through it a little bit.
It looks like it's a diary.
Is it written in common?
It is written in Elvish.
I will read it aloud to everyone. Bits and
So-
pieces.
Bits and pieces. You're flipping on through. It's basically just daytime stuff. You know, some of the chickens got away. Coyotes in the area. We witnessed an owlbear here and there. It's just fairly plain and simple things. You start flipping closer to the end, and you realize the writing's becoming a little more frantic, a little more upsetting, if you could think about it. It's just the penmanship seems quick. Yeah, marking everything down. A lot of things about worry. A lot of things about there are just things in this area that they're not liking anymore, and that there are also guys who keep coming by and trying to, you know, take advantage by trying to steal the crop, the food, extort money.
There may have been a growing bandit problem in the area. What's on the last page that's written on?
The last page that's written,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things about saying, I'm done living here, I'm packing everything up. Yeah, just, I'm done here, packing everything up.
They definitely fled. Well,
What's the date on that page?
The date? About 3 years ago.
So this cottage has probably been abandoned for about that long.
well, definitely not abandoned completely. It's been used by someone, but not as a home. Maybe a meeting place?
Place of rest for travelers.
Yeah, just someone passing
Potentially.
by.
Cooking pig.
Yeah. We'll keep our eyes out as we move.
Do we notice any footprints around?
Yeah, inside the cellar itself, there's signs of footprints. There was a sign of a fire. There was signs of somebody more recently being here.
How fresh do they seem?
Now make an investigation check.
What?
Make an investigation.
Make an investigation check, because you're looking into something specific.
So I got a 13. Plus,
Your
is that my wisdom modifier also?
intelligence.
Intelligence. I have no intelligence, but I still rolled a 13.
So it's a 13.
I have no intelligence is also a general statement.
I felt that as well. It was like me.
You're trying to
Uh,
determine.
Full of crap.
You're trying to equate your survival skills with trying to be very investigative. You recognize that they're fresh-ish, but you determine at least the last week, within the last week.
So someone passed through here in the past week. The question is, were they running away from the smoke or were they moving towards it?
It's a
I
very
don't. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, is this even important? It just could be some random person. We just keep moving. If that's like
Yes,
3 years
gonna-
ago. Oh well, the old man or woman, whoever, but the person camping here, it's probably not that.
I want to check one more thing before we leave, and I'm gonna climb out of the cellar and look around to see if there are any tracks leading to or from the home.
to or from the hole.
Yeah.
The home.
The home.
Well, more specifically around the cellar door.
Cellar.
Well, other than your tracks, it was kind of hard to tell because you guys kind of muffled everything up. But there was only one
Oop.
direct path from the home to the cellar. Like, it was basically just a dirt path in behind. It was obviously a well-worn path and had not thatched over yet whatsoever. So you guys just followed that. But from what you see in the grasses all around, no,
Okay.
you really don't see anything new.
Perhaps we should just move on.
Yes,
Yeah, I
seems
think our
as only
DM's a little exhausted of this area. Let's move on.
it only raises more questions.
We just had to look in every corner.
Yeah, more questions of like, how long are we wasting our time here? That's the only question.
Being a DM is so weird. You just throw something random in front of them and they just sit and stare at it for an hour.
Ooh,
That just looks like a
shiny.
normal table. Why is that chair like that?
It's just, what is in the chair?
That
That,
chair
those
looked
three
at me
chairs are
funny.
straight, and that chair is tilted. Who sat in that
I
chair?
think it's a mimic.
Where did they go?
It's been in this house for 10 years. I still think it's a mimic.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
it could
playing
be a
the
very
long game.
dedicated mimic.
Going for the long con.
It's just one time you're gonna go sit down and bam, there goes your butt.
Yep.
Dust mimic.
Oof.
It's just a swarm of them.
That's what we call dust mites.
Mhm.
All right, so you guys are getting out of it then.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna keep moving forward. You're walking through. It's about. Oh, we gotta hydrate.
Yup.
Oh,
Deca.
Thank you,
Oh,
Deca.
not
no.
Starbucks. Yeah, I finished all of mine.
Thank you for that. Love you, Deca.
Yeah, Deca.
Thank you.
So it's becoming around 2 o'clock, and they're about mid-afternoon, and the smoke is starting to really get thick, and the plant life is starting to visibly die. It's getting hot. It's getting hotter. You recognize that you're pretty damn close to what your folly and quarry is. And so you're continuing on this path, and you're coming right to the river, but there seems to you're following a path up, and you find a bridge you have to cross. And on it are 4 men they're trying to cross the bridge from the other side, and they look haggard. Absolutely haggard. Tired, just sweaty, bloodied. So what do you do?
Halsterion, would you like to do the talking? We know how it goes if I do.
Yes. Are you all right? He calls over.
The one man in the front looks up, stops the three other men in behind. Yeah. Uh, we're running. There's fire everywhere. It's hell.
What happened?
We were just sitting back there, and honestly, we don't know what happened. The fire just came right up on us. It looked like it was just a living being. It was a force of its own nature. We tried fighting, but we lost a couple men back. We had to abandon our camp. We had to come down south.
Are you fighting the fire? Say fighting fire.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it's like it hurts. It just, and you notice that he's got burn marks all over him. Everyone has burn, soot, dirt, like they're hurt.
You're saying this fire attacked you?
Yeah. It looked like it was living.
Mage armor.
Apocalypse, perhaps?
Fuck. I mean, it could be an apocalypse. I don't know. Can we keep on moving forward, please? I gotta save me and my boys.
We'll do some investigation and let you know as soon as we have more information for you. We'll see if we can help out him with this living fire as well.
Yeah. But do you let them pass? That's the question.
Oh yeah, I
I'll
will.
let them pass.
Yeah.
As they start crossing the bridge, you start noticing that they're really well armed and really well leathered.
But their armor and everything looks
Scorched.
burned up.
It looks scorched, worn.
Where did you come from?
We live in this area. This is our old backyard. Wait, where are my manners? My name's Raskan.
Howard.
Howard.
Oh,
Bryony.
Spleen.
Right. Goblet. Haven't seen much of you guys around here lately.
I wonder who's responsible for that.
Are you making assumptions at me?
No.
I don't appreciate getting all assumptions like.
Well, you don't need to get all offended with the assumptions because it wasn't an assumption towards you. You're getting beat up by fire.
Yeah, you can go deal with that then.
We are.
Wait, you're
I
gonna go.
start to usher Spleen away because this isn't going anywhere.
You're,
Bye.
you're here to investigate that. You're going in there
Yeah.
willingly.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
might be. Why do you ask?
You're all fucking crazy, is what you are.
a lot of money involved. Yeah.
Mention money.
Money,
Well, if
eh?
it gets them to help us,
You might not want to help us.
then they
I-
will be burned as well.
I'll help their butts. I mean, I
Is it-
won't. about it.
I like the idea of money. I really do. But me and the boys gotta get out of here. We gotta survive first. How can we spend money if we don't have the life to live spending fight? There's words here!
Good job.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, have fun being cowards.
I'll show you fucking cowards. As he's walking,
As he walks away.
as he walks away with his boys.
Bye, Raskin.
So you start crossing the bridge, and you realize that this place is haggard. Like it's, I like using that word, but it's lit right up. There's fire
It's
everywhere.
Spleen, do me a favor. Stick
So
close
where-
to me.
DM,
Oh,
where exactly are
really?
we walking into? Like, what kind of
Not
area
the-
is it? Like, is it a town? Is it more forest?
It's
We
it's a
have
lot of forest.
stretch.
Oh, we got a big. Wait, stretch. All right,
Big stretch.
all right, big stretch one,
Alright.
big stretch two, and remember, shoulders back, double chin.
Oh, that's nice. That was good.
So this area is more forested. If you're looking for where Razkan had come from, you can try and look. But as of right now, you're just walking into basically a desolated forest.
Okay, so there's no active fire that we can see, but there is smoke around?
There's like the trees are on fire, but it's not like a blaze. It's more or less like how
Okay.
like a log does when it's just lit.
Okay, I think I understand what you mean.
So like there was fire here, but it's still like kind of
Little patches of flames here and there, but
semi-active.
not like going anywhere.
It's
Okay. I look around sadly at all the dead trees and plant life.
you say a little prayer to whomever you
To the old gods.
Spreckens to the old gods too. But yeah, everything is on fire. Everything is just absolutely destroyed. Burning.
I start putting out the small patches of fire just by like patting them away. The trees have suffered enough.
This is also a very large area, so you might be at it for a while.
Well, I just put out a few around me. It hurts me heart.
Hurts your heart.
Dang, this place got destroyed.
We should find the source of this fire before we try to restore anything.
No, my question is like, if this fire is actually like, sentient. See, I learned. Yeah. See, big words. Ha. Check.
I didn't know you knew that word.
Well, let me impressed.
See, I'm.
He says the word sentient. We all just kind of stop what we're doing and look at her.
I hit things. How is this gonna work? If
Do you remember, Spleen, the other night when I gave you the ability to breathe lightning?
Yes.
There's a reason I told you to stick close. It doesn't have to be just lightning.
Oh, my Prince Charming.
Sure, yes.
So what do you guys do?
Continue forward, keeping an eye out
Mm-hmm.
for living flames.
Living flames?
Yeah.
All right. So You keep on walking. It's definitely hot, but the direction you're getting is definitely hotter. It's
Not because I'm there.
and the smoke is getting thick.
That's because I'm there.
It's extra thick.
Periodically,
Ooh.
as we're passing portions of flame, I'm going to use frostbite on them just to see if they react at all.
And they do. It's basically you're just trying to put it out by freezing.
Not
It-
entirely, but being wary because we've been told that the flames attack people.
That's fair. No, so you start doing it, and they react like normal flames, or that's basically what's going on with that. You do this periodically, and it's every flame reacts the same. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. The sky is starting to get quite dark, and off in the distance, you hear very loud chanting.
Spleen's gonna take out her battle axe and her war pick and just have them out now. Y'all hear that? Do you hear that?
Yes.
Everybody make a perception check to just see what you can hear. Or what you can make out.
Fake brouhaha.
Not a lot.
Wait, what was that?
What was that?
Not a lot.
Oh,
I thought that was like a recording or something.
That's a
that's what I
7.
thought
It
too.
sounded like something was coming in from a screen or something. That
Yeah,
was
it
odd.
sounded like a recording of Otter's voice, to be honest.
It was it was just basically like one of those buttons, just like boop, not a lot.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
We should get one of those. That seems like it would come in handy.
Yep. So 7
I used my wisdom modifier on that, right?
yep.
Okay. So my total, I got 14.
14. Halsterian.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
21.
21.
Oh.
You hear chanting. You hear the chanting, but you can only pick up maybe one of every 4 words. Everything seems muffled. Everything seems muffled. It's like la, 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 fire, la, 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 destroy.
Oh, lovely.
I like this mixtape.
You know, la la la, la 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 la, control.
I take out my quarterstaff ahead of time. I have a quarterstaff. I barely know how to use it, but it makes me feel better. Having a big old stick.
I know how that feels.
Destroy, control. Oh man, but this is jamming though, y'all. Oh.
I am slightly begrudgingly staying within arm's reach of Spleen.
Yes, we all kind of crowd around in towards each other.
So, and now you're gonna keep moving forward towards.
Yes.
So Briny, you know how you're talking about like heretics and stuff. You think
Yes?
these would be it? You know. Yeah. Yeah. I think they might be the cause of this. They're talking about like fire, destroy, control, something else. Who knows? But those are 3 words that I know, and together kind of sounds like what rat skin or
Yes,
whatever.
I say a Another little prayer to the old gods. Parents, help me through this. I'm finally meeting heretics. Or what I believe are heretics.
You guys keep moving forward. You realize the chanting
Tentatively.
is only one person speaking, and the chanting starts coming more and more frantic.
Bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Sorry.
Boots with the coals.
Wait, sorry. Get back! Get out! Don't bring that back!
Did she get a DM point or whatever it was for that one?
No, I'm not.
No,
I-
it's all right. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I pull the strings on this puppet show. I know how
I
it
don't
works.
need it.
But are they auto
Auto
tuned?
tune.
I'm not T-Pain. I can't do this. I got no back pocket auto tune.
Well,
You got so you realize
gonna
it's one
start
person, but
stealthing.
it's make a stealth check.
Oh, that
You
was
guys are
much
walking
better.
through the burn forest.
that's pretty good.
So
It's
yeah, you guys are walking through the
19.
burn forest. You're weaving in and out now because you're actively, all of you are actively trying to be stealthy now.
Mm-hmm. I got another 21.
19.
21, 19.
Yes.
Bryony?
I got a 17.
Ooh.
Nice.
Halsterian?
So we all rolled pretty high.
No, not all of us.
It's a group effort.
Otter.
Not a lot.
You
We
guys!
do seriously need that like audio button just for someone to
Oh my
hit.
god.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
So
yes.
you guys are weaving in behind trees, trying not to catch yourself on fire. You realize this is it's only one voice, and it's starting to become more frantic. You still don't see it because it's a lot of thick smoke coming, but you know exactly where it's coming from. And so you're walking through, you're being very gentle to not be heard or seen. And it's easy to do so because you're noticing that the chanting is overwhelming the local area. But the closer you get, the more frantic, the more intense he seems. And then it stops. And then the most blood-curdling scream.
Don't like that. Don't like this.
How close does it sound at this point?
You're within a couple hundred feet. And you're within a couple hundred feet, but you also realize that it's you're starting to climb up a hill, so whatever. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Auto That's it, T-Pain's. We just killed T-Pain. What the hell?
Oh,
my God,
amazing.
T-Pain.
You guys are. You hear the blood-curdling scream. Auto-tuned by T-Pain.
Featuring Sia.
Just swinging on a chandelier randomly in one of the trees. He stops.
I was gonna say it's the siren song from Frozen 2, like
Oh god. Oh lord. So you hear the scream, what do you do?
Keep moving towards it.
Yeah.
Keep moving towards it. Alright. So
Stealth.
you realize that you're coming right up into the tree line. And as you step forward, you notice a giant living flame moving around a tree stump, this absolutely massive tree stump. and you notice that there's a cindered pile right in the middle of that tree stump. It's moving back and forth. This fire, it's frantic. It's just. It looks
Elbow,
up.
Howard.
Has it noticed us at all?
Doesn't look like it has.
Spleen, you ready?
Howard.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pat her on the back and give her a gentle shove and cast Dragon's Breath on her at 3rd level so that she'll be able to breathe ice.
And I would like to rage and go in.
Like to rage and go in. Everybody, roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm glad I
No.
did that before we started.
Not a lot.
Oh, I'm using my inspiration for that. Hang on.
You got it. Remember, you do have an inspiration as well.
Yeah.
Bryony.
Oh, good. I made it worse.
Initiatives by your armor class.
Oh, I'm blind. Yeah, there it is.
I'm really good at class.
This is a consistent 21.
6.
Okay, hold on. Okay, 25 to 20.
Again?
21.
21, so
Say that again, Bryony.
So I just rolled a 1.
oh no. All right, so
Yay.
I'll make my call outs for who rolled what. So 20 to 15,
Oh no.
15 to 10. Ooh. All right. 10 to 8 or 10 to 8, 10 to 5.
6.
Wait, what? So you said roll for initiative. What can I add to my 1 to maybe unscrew myself here?
Your initiative bonus, which should be right near your armor class.
It's your dex modifier.
Oh, I have a 1 for dexterity, so I got a 2.
So you
Can
got
I
a
u-
2.
I feel like using my GM point won't really help me, so I'm gonna save it for now. I'll just stick with the 2.
Cool, that works. So then, I is a 2. All right. Spleen,
Okay.
fuck some shit up.
Yes, I will. So what is that breath? Like.
Dragon's
Hey.
Breath is...
Breath. Why am I using my touchpad? I have a mouse.
As a bonus action, you can... Wait. Hold that thought. That's casting time.
No. Do this button. Use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type. And 15.
Yeah, you use an action to exhale that energy in a 15-foot cone. They have to
Okay.
make a dex saving throw or take 4d6 cold damage.
Okay, I need to zoom in. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, alright. Where am I? Ruler.
Wait, Howard, where were you?
I
what did you
was... Oh, I was a 6.
Okay.
I remember how to fight. You can do an extra attack. That's right. I hope I do this right way. That must be a noise. I hope it didn't come through. Something fell down there. Alright, I'm gonna move 40 feet. Well, I would like to move to the fire thing. I don't think I can.
We have all received a point of luck and a boon to the party.
What?
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Frick, thank
All right,
you.
so point of luck. Point of luck is a re-roll on any roll. So remember you have
Oh,
that,
awesome.
and the boon.
Yes.
You guys get 10 extra feet of movement.
Ooh.
The winds are
Mhm.
behind your back. They are with you today, and as you step, you feel as if you're gliding through the air.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is
Thank
cool.
you.
Mhm.
I cannot move my token, so if you move my token to the fire dude.
Speaking of token,
Hold on.
I should do this.
Okay, there, you should be able to change it.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Sorry, I thought I had done all that.
That's okay.
Just give me a sec, I'm gonna make sure everybody has the ability to do that.
Move thy token. Yes.
Boom, and boom. Okay, good. Alright, so you're going in, giving a big old whack 'em.
Yeah. Yes. I guess I'm go in with a whack.
Going in with a whack, okay. Ooh,
Yes.
what do you hit with?
I have. So I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. The dual wielding feat.
Yep.
It's got the two. So the two weapon fighting, but I don't know what that means. Like I can't find.
2 weapon fighting. I believe the dual wielding feat allows you to not take a negative penalty when you're swinging with your left hand. Or
Okay.
your offhand.
All right, because like.
And 2 weapon fighting should be what, a +1 to an attack, if I
For
remember
eating
correctly.
during the stream, I just saw myself on the stream. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in
Okay.
several hours.
I know I
Ooh.
haven't
That's
even
fine.
eaten dinner.
Eat the food. Eat the
I've
food,
just
hun.
been eating gummies.
And
Feel
you want me
free
in
to
this
eat.
stream, you're gonna put up with my snacking.
Do it.
Ooh,
We
is that-
appreciate your snacking. You're nourishing yourself. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
Oh, don't worry about the two weapon fire. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit. Let me roll for the attack. I'm not used to that. Okay. So the battle axe and the war pick. Oh, I don't know how. Oh boy, this is bad, guys. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay.
Well, that
Okay.
makes 2 of us.
So if I'm dual wielding, do I only attack like? Do I do 2 attacks? I don't.
You would
No.
use your bonus action as their secondary attack,
Oh.
Yes.
as your offhand.
Okay, so my offhand is the war pick.
Yeah. So you
So
have your normal
oh.
attack, your extra attack, and then your dual wield attack would be a bonus action.
Oh.
And that's all you'd be able
Okay.
to do.
So
And the Dragon's
First-
Breath, I think you can do.
it's an action, so I'll make that my second attack.
Your
That
attack action.
that is either your extra attack is if you take the attack action. So you can either do the breath or do the 2
Oh,
attacks.
Oh, breath. I'm
Cool.
gonna do breath. Which is the what 4d6?
4d6.
4d6.
Is there a save required?
It's a
Yes.
dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw.
What's the DC?
My spell DC is
What is
15.
No, you don't
I
need
don't
it
even-
split.
I don't even have one.
It's off of my spell DC because
Okay.
I
I
cast
was
it.
like, I don't even know where mine is.
Oh, it's a 15. Okay, roll your damage.
6, 4, another 6, another 6.
Whoa!
Candice! Candice!
And I
That was.
think you can do that every turn as long as I don't lose concentration.
Oh, it's a minute. Oh, okay.
So, as you run up, you feel the step of the wind right behind
Yeah.
you. You just run, 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 and because Howard touched you right in the back, you just run right up, and you spewing cold. You spew cold damage. You spew in cold breath right all over it. It reels right back.
Yeah,
Now,
you didn't like that.
is that your turn?
So I move 40 feet, and then I'm going to move that extra 10 feet. Because I have, what is it? Equal. Alright. Yeah. What? Yes. Okay, so, and then I will move away with my bonus action dash because of Totem of Eagle. While I'm raging, I can move. Bonus
As you do that,
action.
they will use its reaction to make a swipe at you.
At a 10 feet. And it's a disadvantage.
Is it?
For Eagle. While you're raging, other creatures have disadvantage on opportunity attacks rolls against you. And you can use the...
You saved yourself from a natural 20.
I'm gonna use a...
Ooh.
Oh shit. Did I move to... Is this 10 feet that I just moved? I can't tell.
Everyone is 5 feet.
Yeah, so make sure I move the right
Alright,
space.
so,
Right here.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Let me get my...
Still better than a
clank.
critical.
At least it's not a crit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's 12 points of damage.
Is that halved already?
That's not halved.
So 6.
Is that fire damage?
Fire.
Would that be halved
that-
then?
I don't know. Raging?
Because normal raging is
Or is it
bludgeon,
just, like,
piercing,
physical?
and slashing.
Yes, it's normal raging is anything physical. If you chose Totem of the Bear, it would be basically everything else
Okay.
except psychic.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 damage.
So you got 12 damage.
Okay. What is that?
So as you run in, you breathe your breath, it retaliates. You decide to run back, but as it does, it recognizes it takes a hit. Whoosh! A fire tendril just whips right down, licks you right in the back as you jump away. You are.
I like it. Ow!
All right, that's your turn.
Mhm.
All right. Now it's the fire elemental's turn. It didn't like being touched that way,
Hmm.
so it's
That
gonna.
was a bad touch.
That was a
Yeah.
bad touch. It's gonna move right up. It's gonna move right up, and it's gonna take 2 attacks on you. Does a 18 hit?
I'm exactly 18.
Cool. The other one does not. You will take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
So it takes its tendril, it whips it right back, and then as soon as it realizes you're away from it, it moves right up. Moves right up. It now looks like it has 2 arms coming out of it, and it just bam! Does one high, one low. You duck the one, but the other one hits you. You're feeling the heat now.
I'm feeling the heat.
Alright. At the end of its turn, it's at the end of its turn, it realizes that there's more people here. You realize it's struggling itself, and 2 steam creatures come right off of it, just swirling smoke, just. And that'll be its turn.
I wish they wouldn't.
I wish it wouldn't. I'm sorry. So that is now the steam's turn. I actually rolled all these beforehand, so this is actually how it all turned out. I thought there would be more split in between. So as that happens, it's going to. First one's going to come up to Spleen.
Mhm.
I'm going to roll an attack with it. That's a natural 20.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Mm.
Don't worry. This thing does pathetic damage.
We have
Oh,
potions. And
I
a
do.
druid.
It does pathetic damage. That's a total of 4 damage. that was
Oh
off
man.
that was off a natural 20. That's hilarious. I'll move
Well,
right
lucky
up.
us.
And the second one will move up and over and make another attack. Does a 19 hit?
No. Yes. Oh, I'm being blanked.
That's 2 damage.
Okay.
And this is slashing damage, so those 2 things were halved for you.
Oh crap. They were already halved?
No. It would be halved. So what damage you took? So you took 4 damage and then 2 damage, so you took 3 damage in total.
3. Oh crap. Where was I last? Okay.
Cool. Halsterian, you're on deck.
I'm going to try something non-combative and stupid, just to see if my theory is correct. I am going to run over to this pile of person.
And you run right up. You run right up, you run right by, you're doing your best not to be within range of an attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so. And with the step of the wind at your back, you're just up the tree stump. It's about a 5-foot jump, but you get up there easily enough. You see the pile of ash, and you see the knapsack just scorched, but it has not been destroyed.
Okay, and it there's a non-destroyed knapsack. Was there a person there, or is it just ashes at this point?
You don't know.
Fair enough.
It's just a pile of ashes, yes, but you don't know if it was a person or not. I'm basically not telling you what you already know.
Right. I'm trying to justify something I want to.
Oh god, I'm afraid, scared, and aroused at the same time.
Don't be. It's going to be more.
All right, Steve.
I'm going to open my water skin, use shape water, and douse the knapsack.
Douse the knapsack. Right on. That's okay. So you come right up. You see the knapsack. You just you waterbender this stuff like mad. You just boom right on top. You douse it.
And if nothing happens, I'm going to go into a better position to actually fight the giant fire thing.
Cool.
Good idea, though.
Oh,
So-
I didn't know you could right-click to see the distances while you're holding something. Okay.
Actually,
Oh.
I didn't even know that.
Like while you're dragging?
Mhm.
Oh, that's really handy to know.
All right. So I have
Something
like
new every
5 more
day.
feet of movement.
Yes,
So-
Breck.
Probably just gets me there.
Cool. All right. That works. Is that your turn?
I don't have any useful. Oh no, well,
Oop.
I could do a bonus action actually. Yes. So after being useless with the water, he will go over and be strangely starting to surround himself with what appears to just be bugs, flies. They just start swarming around him. And more and more and more, and I'm casting Cloak of Flies, which any creature that starts its turn in the aura, which is a 5-foot aura around me, will take poison damage if it starts there.
Cool. All right, so you do that. You douse the water. You set yourself up. You go in. You just close your fist, open your eyes, become pure dark black beacons. And all you hear is just a bunch of flies start forming in around you and swarming everywhere, creating a cacophony of buzzes, hisses, and, well, flaming sounds because there's fire everywhere. That's your turn. Howard.
I am going to back up because that is a big ball of fire, and I don't want to be that close to it when I don't directly control it. Oh, what is happening? Right-clicking does not do that for me. It does do that for me, but it also moves the scroll bar. And I'm going to fire with a diamond in my hand because my sword is not drawn. I am going to hold on to it and let frost form on my hand and fire a chromatic orb at the big ball of fire.
So as you do, this ball of orb comes right out and just starts swirling right towards this mote of cold energy just flying right at it. So, what does it do?
That is ranged spell attack.
Ranged spell attack, so you gotta hit my DC.
19 plus 7, 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So it'll take 48 cold damage.
48? Jeez.
Second level.
Ooh, you put some extra juice into that.
18.
To spice.
22. 22 cold damage.
22.
That's a big living thing of fire, and I don't like it.
Cool. So as the mote just comes right in, it hits and dissipates, but as it does, it releases all the cold energy. The fire elemental just goes regains its posture. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Bryony.
Okay. How
Spleen,
badly
you're
are
up.
people injured right now?
Spleen is looking kind of healthy. Not so healthy, chunky looking.
Okay. You see her sweating, but she's grinning, looking feral,
Okay.
but she's a little charred.
And no one else is really hurt, right?
No.
I don't really have a lot of things I can do combat-wise that would help here.
Yep.
Unless you said you have a cloud of flies, right?
Yes.
I have wild shape.
That's a thing. That's definitely
It
a
is a
thing you
thing.
can use.
Magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before. Would it help to take the form of one of the flies, or at least like some of the flies, and do something?
You would not be able to do a fly. You would have to use a bigger, medium-sized forest creature.
Okay.
Or, well, I say forest, but I mean a medium-sized creature.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that would help a whole lot. I'm not actually ready for combat with heretics.
Throw him into a pit of snakes.
I don't know what kind of spells you have, or I would try to help.
So the spells I have are wild shape and plant growth. But I think any plants I grew would just burn down again.
Not
you should
exactly.
have more spells than that.
Yeah.
You should have.
You have a
Well,
lot.
we didn't
Quite a
really go
few.
through and add more yet for me.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so here, this is what we'll do. For now, you have a crossbow. You can take it out. You can fire it. We'll add a little more flavor damage to it. So,
Okay.
like, if it says a crossbow is what, a d6?
Okay.
Yeah,
And crossbow is, yeah.
hand crossbow. So
I rolled a 5.
Okay. So you gotta roll to hit first. So you roll the d20, see what you get.
I rolled a 12 on the d20.
You rolled a 12 on the d20 and plus your dexterity modifier, which it'll hit. I know it'll hit.
My dexterity modifier is +1.
Yep, you'll hit.
Okay.
Meets
So
it.
I
Beats
fire my crossbow at the fire demon.
You have to fire at the fire demon, and you
Fire
roll.
the fire.
So you rolled a 5 for the damage there.
I'm sorry?
So you had rolled earlier for the damage.
On my d6?
Yep, which was a 5.
Yes, I
right?
rolled a 5.
All right, so you feeling super unprepared for fighting the heretics. You're just scared and don't know what to do. The first instinct is just crossbow. Pull, fire. You notice as the bolt lands right where you think the heart would be, it hurts a little bit more. And is that your turn? Would you like to move?
So aiming for the heart will hurt it.
I just basically you're just rolling to see if you hit.
Okay.
I'm just flavoring everything.
Thank you for flavoring.
Mhm.
I did put the extra spice on it just for
That's a spicy meatball.
Not too much spice. You don't want to feed that flame.
True.
Do not go to the Taco Bell.
So I hit it with the crossbow, and I guess I end my turn here.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So, Spleen.
You guys are better at combat for fire than I am. I am like the least prepared for fire because I have like plant stuff.
I can make more.
You also got to realize, yes, theoretically, plant life would die if you grew it, but it's magical.
Yep.
Magical
True.
means
Being a magical thing is of big importance.
so.
It is.
Sometimes the logic gets outweighed by the fact that it's all
The fact that
Made
it's magic, yes.
it's magic. So, anywho, Spleen.
Hey, so I'm just gonna stay where I am, and I'm going to do another cold breath right on the boy.
On the big boy.
The boy.
All right, so I
boy.
gotta make a dex save.
Yeah.
That'll be a 19.
That beats
So it's half damage, I believe.
Juju's.
Half
Mhm.
damage. So roll that damage.
That is a 4. That's a 5. That's a 5. And that's a 6.
Ooh.
I
Wow.
know.
Wow. So you turn around, you get slashed by two of these smoke demons. These smoke demons. You're getting real angry. You turn around and see the big boy right behind you. You do your
Okay.
breath again, but the flame elemental is prepared this time. It was smart enough to know that you're gonna do it again. So it moves right out of the way, but still gets clipped. It reels in what you would think would be pain.
Mhm.
And is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
It's the flame elemental's turn. Seeing as it just got breathed on, it's gonna make an attack on you. That's yeah, that's a 15 and a 7.
That misses.
That misses both attacks. It reels from the pain of the cold breath that just got whipped on it, and it starts flailing out rashly. It just whack, whack, and just absolutely misses you. You dodge out both ways.
And she's just gonna be like, fire, destroy, control. Ah.
All right. So now it's the Shadow Demon's turn. The first one that gets is right around Sir Halsterian. And so, unfortunately, the flies start attacking. The flies start going after it. It just does not seem like it's working whatsoever. But seeing that, Mr. Steamy Boy is gonna turn around and go, "Rah!"
Hey, boy.
Move up, and it's gonna make an attack.
Like
That is a 14.
That'll hit.
You got 3 damage. So it turns around, comes up, and it just starts making a slashing motion at you. And it hits. It makes its purchase. You step back just a singular step from the sheer force of it. It didn't hurt too bad, but it hurt you.
It hurts my
feels.
pride.
It hurts your pride, but you know what? It's your turn. Fuck it up.
Well, I guess you'll get both of my Eldritch Blasts then.
Hey!
Yeah.
Alright, first
Blast.
is a 21,
21 to hit will definitely hit.
and the second.
Well, roll your damage first.
Oh, okay. That is 4.
4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So second hit.
Second hit was a natural 20.
Ooh.
All right.
Wow.
Mess with it. Mess with it.
Oh, good. It did 7 too.
So that was 7 total.
I rolled a 7, so
Oh, so that's 14 damage.
yes.
All right. So it
Dang.
comes up, it slashes you. You don't like it, so you basically just put your palm straight to its face. First blast. Second one. It dies right off.
No touchy.
Is that your turn? Or do you wish to move?
Oh my god, crack.
I'll stay put for now.
Stay put. All right. Howard.
Well, since the smoke is cluttered around her, we're going to do the same thing with that diamond at the smoke creature next to Spleen. So that is a 12 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, that's good. And that's a 3d6 at first level. Or 3d. 8 for 14 damage to the smoke creature.
14 damage at the smoke creature.
Yes.
The second one goes right in. So you cast the mode again. It's a little less powerful than the first one before, but as soon as it touches the steam creature, it just shrivels right up and creates a cloud of dust. Cloud of dust and ash. That should have also happened at your turn, Halsterians. So basically what happened there was it had exploded and it's created a 5-foot area of heavy, dense ash. So you can't see through it. Basically, you have obscured vision, and now Howard would have obscured vision of spleen.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everyone's vision obscured?
No. It's just where the method had died.
It did had died.
It had died, but it had died. Did it?
Is it a tall enough cloud to obscure the elemental as well?
No.
Okay.
It's a 5-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
So it's really small.
So we can see the top of it, but bottom.
You can
is
still see the
obscured.
elemental. It's just basically like, and the elemental's just like right above it.
And that's
All right, so
everything for my
that's-
turn.
Bryony.
Okay. So no one's seriously injured right now.
Nope.
No, I'm still kind of in the same area.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
Sorry, I'm just looking through my Can I
2 turns.
hang on? Sorry, I'm just reading through my powers a little bit. So could I possibly use plant growth and try to smother one of the smoke demons?
Both of them are gone.
Both of them. Okay, never mind.
You could smother me.
That's for later.
Oh.
Sorry.
Is it getting on here?
Sorry, that's
No,
weird.
just
I
kidding.
didn't
It's not
even
just a fire
realize.
elemental.
I'm trying to think if plant growth would maybe could I like cause vines to trap the feet of the fire demon, the elemental, I mean.
You can certainly try.
Okay, I'll try that.
Perfect. So
Because they're magic, so
they're magic.
Mm-hmm.
So right on. So
Okay.
what does it require? Like, do I need to make a
so plant growth. If you cast a spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants within a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
so double.
Okay.
So okay, so it just becomes a. Yep, that works. So we'll just imagine that there's a draw shape. Whatever. So it's obscured ground. Got it.
Okay. And I roll a d20 for that, yes?
No, you don't. I have to roll.
Oh.
I have to roll a save for that.
Oops.
So
Okay.
I just need to know what your DC is. So I think if I'm correct, it should be 14.
What's my DC again?
If you go into your spells on D&D Beyond,
Okay.
there should be right up at the top of the spell list should be a your dice challenge.
Oh, so I see hit and DC, but only for crossbow, dagger, and unarmed strike. The rest of them don't really.
If you go over to the spell
attack?
parts itself,
What?
Spells tab.
Mhm.
You should say
Oh, there's the
save
spells
DC
tab.
with a
I'm
number
blind.
over it.
It's okay. I'm still trying to navigate through this. We're both wearing
Oh
glasses.
shoot! I do have more spells. I'm an idiot.
It's okay. You're not.
No, I'm still
It'll
gonna use
take a little
plant
while to
growth.
get used to. Yeah.
I'm still gonna use plant growth. I totally forgot I had other spells than the two I saw immediately. Okay.
so what is the DC there?
So yes, thank you for bringing me back. I have a 16 save DC.
Okay, so
Solid.
Mhm.
right on. That works.
I remember going through this with Josh at one point. Or not Josh, I'm sorry.
Howard.
I get names wrong. With the DM at one point. The DM is not Josh.
A bunch
yes.
of days.
The overseer.
The
Mhm.
overseer. Our
Yes.
our dear leader.
Lord and Savior.
So is that your action, your movement, your turn?
Yes, I trap or attempt to trap the fire elemental's feet with plant growth.
Right on. All right. You do that.
Thank you guys for bearing with me.
Okay. You're doing great. Bless you.
After your momentary panic, and only thinking with your crossbow, you realize, wait, I could do this. You reach your hands out, and the plant life
ascertained
grows
I
from
can hit
underneath.
it
It
with a-
just comes right up and tries to grapple onto the fire elemental. You won't know if it'll take in its if it'll work until its turn. Spleen,
Hi.
do it.
It's me. Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Do the roar. Okay. I'm going to just kind of like stay within. Is like still be engaged with him, but just kind of I just want to move around out of the cloud because I'm just like, oh god.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just keep using the breath. This is great. It's not often that this gets to happen, so I like to take advantage of it.
All right. That'll fail.
Oh, come on, kitties. That's a 5, a 3, a 6, another 6.
Oh man.
Hey, Spleen,
Yeah.
finish it.
I don't care if I take some damage from this, but I'm going to rush into his body and belch upward into his chest and have the cone go through his body out of his head.
Hold on 1
Beautiful.
second. As you run into the body, you take 9 points of fire damage. But as you
I'm
do,
fine with
you
this.
belch your roar right up. Just the
the
cacophony of just the cacophony of Spleen's raw energy is just just run right in, and as you do that, you hear the elemental mimic your scream, but dissolve as it's happening, and
And I hold my big toe and
afterwards you triumphantly lift up your big toe.
Grand shit like
And with that, we're gonna pick up next week.
Whoa! I was getting a
wanna-
little stressed there.
I want to thank all of y'all for sticking around.
Yeah.
To everybody in
Thank
the
you.
chat, thank you so much.
Thank you
Breck.
for joining us.
Thank you so much for all of it. Make sure to come by to Dire Bear GM's podcast, DM the games. There's words. It's I'm not good with announcements. But just remember, y'all just love each other. You have yourselves a good night, and remember, do you dare to imagine? Have a good night.